Okay, guys, let's try this again. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys. I am excited. If it goes off again, it's because it's so hot and I'm in my car. I do have the AC on though, by the way, but for some reason it's going off, I guess because it's sitting on my dashboard and the heat is coming in. So with all this COVID stuff, things changing up, parents freaking out, I'm even thinking myself, like, what the heck is really going to happen and how are things going to transpire this year? I have all of a sudden started coming live and using all these funny looking things. And like today I have flowers. It's kind of cool. Hey, Lucy. But hey, when I'm in the car, why not use this cute stuff? Normally I stream and not use Facebook Live. So this is kind of cool. So let me know, Lucy, can you hear me? So I can make sure that that's on point. But as you know, I spoke recently about COVID stuff. Parents are freaking out. I don't know if I did it on my group or here. I'm not sure. But I've been speaking a lot about COVID because it's a concern for all of us. And I think the more aware we are, the better, right? So let me know if you guys can hear me. I want to make sure that you can hear me. So give me a thumbs up or something just to let me know that you can hear me and I'm not just talking to myself. I'd appreciate it. So those of you who don't know me, my name is, okay, good. Thank you. Hi, Tara. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Raven Woods and I'm the CEO and founder of Autism Mama Rocks, the IEP, and I help parents gain the knowledge and the confidence to become the CEO of their IEP meeting. So for those of you who are new, and you know that if you're new, all right, it's your first through third time. That's all you get, 1 through 3. So if it's your fourth time, you are an oldie but goodie. So if you're a 1, which is new, 1 through 3, post a 1 below, a 1 below. And if you're an oldie but goodie, post a 2 below, okay? So even if you're catching the replay, and I'll probably say that again throughout. So what we're gonna talk about is if you've had an IEP, did you sign it recently? And if you haven't had an IEP and you have one coming up, this is something you want to be aware of. If you've signed something, an IEP or an amendment, you need to go back and read it, all right? It's not too late, okay? You actually can do things differently. You can make changes. Life is not over because you signed something. You can rescind it, okay? So I'm going to go over this. I have my notes with me, of course. I actually brought them in the car with me. Highly recommend Raven. She helped us tremendously. Aw, thank you, Lucy. And I appreciate you CCing me on the emails. I like getting those. Okay, so we're going to talk about the PWN. I know we've talked about that before. I've given my PWN information out in my webinars before where you get it for free. But we're going to talk about this for a second, okay? So one other thing I want to mention is if you want to share, post share below that you shared and your name goes into a basket on my birthday, which is the 27th. Yes, I am a Leo, so woohoo, all Leos out there. Post Leo below if you are a Leo and post share below if you share, because I'll put your name in the hat, basket, whatever it is that I choose. And I'm actually going to have Skylar pick the name, okay? We're gonna pick 3 names and look, I only put 2 and I put 3 here. 3 names. We're gonna pick 3 names, and like last month, I normally do gifts on my group, and I gave away $100 worth of Amazon cards just because, all right? So post share below if you share, post Leo below if you guys are a Leo. Any Leos out there? All right, so we're gonna talk about PWN, okay? So even if hi Carrie, how are you? 2 but not signed as it was done on a conference call. Okay, don't do IEPs on a conference call. Always Zoom or Google, what is it? Google chat or not chat, what is it? Google something where you see each other. And Hangout, something like that. I like Zoom. Zoom's better. And make sure you guys are using your Otter. Thank you, Carrie. Make sure you guys are using your Otter, OTTER.ai to record. It is awesome, okay? Go on your app store, get it now, and now, okay? You can record on it. It's so freaking awesome. Okay, so you download it and it's easy. I always advise you get the paid one. It's cheap. It's like, I don't know, $10 for the year or something. But the free one, you don't get enough space, all right? So not only does it record it, but it transcribes it for you, all right? And then you email it to yourself, all right? And you actually get to choose, because there's a transcription, which is kind of funky. And then there's where you can email the recording to yourself. And then there's where the transcription is pretty exact. The only thing I don't like about it is the names obviously aren't there, but the names typically in an IEP meeting, and if not, you need to initiate this, that everybody states their name. And then if you ever have to show it as documentation, you can show and give the recording with the transcription, and it's kind of obvious. So that's something you need to get. It's amazing. All right, so let's go to the PWN. So if you signed your IEP, or if you didn't, or if you have an IEP meeting coming about soon, make sure that you focus and are prepared and your IEP is on point. I sent out an email last night. I know many of you have gotten back to me. I'm so glad. It was something that you guys liked. It came from the heart. It wasn't like just some generic, email. It came from the heart. It was real, and it was one that I think related to a lot of people. A lot of the messages that I got back was, I'm so glad that I just got this, and I'll post it. I'll take the person's name off of it and I'll post it. But she said, I've gotten a couple like this from the email, and she said, and they said, thank you so much. This is like the perfect time that I just got this, because we all have these feelings going on right now, and they're not all good. And there's nothing worse, I know for me at least, is going into something of the unknown, right? So when you go into something that's of the unknown, we have a hard time prepping for it, because we have no idea what it is that we're going to come across. And then that creates frustration. Am I right? So if you've had frustration, put some hearts up there, okay? I am totally with you. I want you to know that you're not alone. You're not the only one thinking, how the hell is this going to work? Or my child doesn't learn online. How is this going to work? But yet, I don't know if I want to send my child to school, because I don't want my child